I'm Saloni Malkani, the co-founder of the Food Bloggers Association India, and I'm here with the man himself, Gary Mehigan. Can you tell us something? You're here for the CEO series.
Yeah, absolutely.
In Mumbai and Bangalore.
We've got a lunch and a dinner tomorrow, and then we're jumping to New Delhi and doing lunch and a dinner as well.
Okay.
So I brought 3 of my chefs. One of the chefs is like the advanced party, so he came early to Mumbai, started prepping, and then he left today. We jumped in. He's gone to Delhi. So it's been quite a logistical exercise, you know.
I can imagine.
Yeah, a bit of cooking for a change, you know.
Yeah, but you're still looking all fresh and all good to go.
We're doing 7 courses, all based around the 7 wonders of the world and my inspiration for each of one of those 3 travels. And so if you think about it, we're doing 100, between lunch and dinner, 130 covers by 7 dishes. So, you know, it's 800 dishes to put out in 2 hours.
Wow, so the 7 wonders of the world. What about India? What are you doing for India?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
it's funny. Of course, you're going to ask.
I have to. Yeah.
You know what? Last time I came to India, I was in Bangalore. We were there for a food festival, and we went to Russell Market, and I was just struck with these trucks just jam-packed full of cauliflower. So I'm actually doing a little twist on a dosa with a roasted cauliflower, but a bit more of an Australian style, just with a little kind of hint of Indian spice. So I'm using curry leaves, a little bit of chili, some mustard seeds.
You know, with Australian, like how you imbibing the Australian into it.
Right. What I like to do is I still want to cook delicious food, and with this dinner I just wanted to kind of keep it comfortable, you know, make it really, really tasty, and then just put a flavour of each of the places that I've been to. We were almost going to do a little twist on biryani, but we twisted it back the other way and made it almost like a kushari, which is a rice-based dish with nuts. But we've changed it. In Australia right now, grains and pulses and nuts and seeds really popular.
Right.
So we've done a 12-hour slow-cooked lamb with a tahini yogurt and then all these lovely grains over the top, a little crunchy crumble over the top of that, and then some pickled kohlrabi. You know, people that would know my food would go, that tastes like your slow-cooked lamb with fennel.
So it's just tones of different.
It is, it's delicious.
Yeah. So you travel so much, and you probably have traveled from one airport to another airport.
Simple.
What do you think about lounge food? Really?
No, actually, there are occasional lounges like Singapore, Hong Kong, even Qantas in Australia. I'm lucky enough sometimes to go into their business or first class lounges.
Right, sure.
And the food is fantastic.
You should try the Indian airport lounge food.
You
It's
reckon
quite
it's
good. It's nice.
Well, there you go.
It is.
You should see.
Talking about all this, what about health? Like, how do you imbibe a little bit of healthy food into your cuisine?
Well, look, I'm getting older now, and I've had to become more health conscious. You know, I'm nearly 50. So, but during the week, for example, at home, I mean, I've got a young daughter and a wife, and you know, we very simply with lots of vegetables. We've certainly reduced the amount of meat that we're eating. I mean, that's a lovely thing about Indian cuisine. In fact, is it's driven by a lot of the time thrift and economy. There's a lot of vegetables, a lot of dal, a lot of pulses, all the rest of it, and very little meat. And it's the same advice. Lots of plant-based materials. You know, the good thing now is we get lots of fermented and pickled things which are good. Whole cheeses, anything that's natural, something that I love that philosophy is if your grandma didn't recognise it, it's not food. Right? When you go into the supermarket, anything in a packet, let's be honest, one step away from an apple. Why would you take an apple, slice it up, cover it in ascorbic acid, put it in a little plastic bag, and call it a snack packet? Have an apple.
Right.
It's the same thing, and then you have a plastic bag.
So today, if I open your refrigerator, all right, and
what are you going to find?
No, I'm going to tell you 3 healthy things that you find.
There's always lots of vegetables. Honestly, always lots of vegetables. I love in season. I love tomatoes. I mean, when the first of the summer fruits, like stone fruits, and in the winter it's always kind of leafy green vegetables like that. I don't know if it depends where you sit when it comes to health, but I love really good cheese. I don't like cheese wrapped in plastic. I want cheese that's alive and growing, and you look at that under a microscope, and it's full of all the good things in life. So I really enjoy good cheese.
So like you're traveling all over, have you had Indian food anywhere else besides India, like a restaurant? Have you gone to a restaurant?
That stands out?
Yeah.
Not that stands out. I think that there's a unique flavour always. That I could take, an Indian chef that's been cooking, and there's always I can taste his dish, I could try and make it myself. It's never going to be quite the same. So I think there's an essential flavour. Even when you travel, I mean, I've been up to Rajasthan, for example, Chennai, you're eating something totally different.
Yes.
And there's a certain flavour, a certain local flavour that's really hard to reproduce anywhere else in the world.
Right.
I mean, the interesting thing, obviously, with Indian food now is that it's becoming a lot more interesting. Obviously, I mean, one of the best Indian chefs is now cooking in Thailand, which is Gagan.
Yes.
You know, so you know, we want more of this. I mean, in Australia, we have very few really good restaurants. You know, we could probably put them on one hand. That you would make a special trip for.
You were just telling me that you kind of mix, you take little flavors from somewhere, tones from somewhere, notes from somewhere. Like if you had to make something for us, which is the Food Bloggers Association, okay, so we are a collection of bloggers. What would you think of? Because there are bloggers and there are like thousands. I think it's all kinds of food.
I'm excited about travelling, I'm excited about new flavours. And when I cook Indian food, I cook it at home. You know, when I cook Vietnamese food, I cook it at home. And only a little bit of it ends up in the restaurants or ends up on, you know, Masterchef if I'm doing a class. And I love Chinese cooking, I love Vietnamese cooking, but when it really comes down to my field of expertise, it's kind of really, you know, French, little Italian. So I think that's where I take it. I love the alchemy of really complex sauces.
Right.
You know, I did a dish this year on Masterchef where I did a pigeon dish with a truffle sauce. And I don't make that sauce very often because truffles are really, really expensive.
Right.
And I was very extravagant and I made it exactly how I've always made it, you know, even from when I was an apprentice. And it is just the most delicious thing on the planet.
Right,
you know what I mean? It's, it's very, very
absolutely.
simple, but it's delicious. So I'd probably do that.
The food scene is changing all over the world.
Yeah.
It's very dynamic right now. What do you think is going to happen within the next 3 to 5 years? How do you think
Who knows? I think actually I mean, social media is an amazing thing, and it's doing amazing things for us as you as bloggers, us as chefs and foodies.
Yeah, it's also the chef, I think. You know, it's a big difference the chef is actually out there.
Yeah, and engaging and cooking generously.
Yeah, absolutely.
Caring genuinely about what the customers want to eat.
Absolutely. So we welcome you to India,
Thank
to
you.
Bombay.
Yeah.
All right, and it was lovely talking to you.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to the CEO series going
I think we're going to be posting lots of pictures, so you get to see, if you look at my Instagram, you get to see what I'm saying. So,
And we will do that.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Great, nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.